So the one thing I did not talk about when talking about Nick Saban in the last video was his process idea. Apparently it's called process-oriented thinking. I had never heard of this in my entire life up until watching Josh Pate's video. You should subscribe to Late Kick if you like college football. But anyway, apparently Josh went to a seminar. Nick Saban was speaking, and Nick Saban talked about process-oriented thinking, or that's how he communicates to his players. And it's something that has worked for him, obviously, with winning 9 SEC titles and 6 championships. And something that I kind of started taking seriously, actually kind of since I started my grad school, thinking about the process of things and how to do things and putting a process together, and keeping that process in the front of your mind when you're trying to complete something. How would you do it? What are the results that you want? Things of that sort. Now, I personally have not looked into process-oriented thinking yet. I typed it on my computer, and so it's there. And we will look at it at a later date, because after this video, I'm going to bed. So that's the one big lesson that I've learned from Nick Saban, is thinking about the process of things, and having one. As it's been important to him and I guess most people in life. And also putting together a plan and seeing how you're going to realize that plan. The last thing that I thought was interesting, I saw this video originally when it came out, and then I rewatched it 2 days ago. Let's see. There's a video about... I can only describe it as putting your foot on someone's throat. Not actually, but... and making them quit. Nick Saban was giving a speech to his team. One of the teams, I think it was Jalen Hurts when he was a QB. And it was talking about, what are you going to do to make the guy in front of you quit? And how are you going to work to make sure that everyone who's in front of you quits when they go against you? If you know anything about college football in Alabama, everybody that played them did not want to play them. It was pretty evident every time, because his teams would just demolish everybody. And it would be a start to finish process. Even if they were up 35-0 at halftime, they'd still win the game 52 or 59-3. And some might say that that's mean, but others might realize that that's how you have to finish all the way through, even if you know that you're better than everybody else. And you know that everyone doesn't have the, or the people you're facing don't have the ability to match your skill. Because at that point, you're not doing it to show on them, you're doing it because that's how you've set up your scenario, station, whatever. And that's what's going to lead you to having greater heights of success in the future. So yeah, the process-oriented thinking, which I still have to research, and putting your foot on someone's throat and making them quit. I'll put the link to the video in the description because I have it in my history somewhere. And yeah, that's it. Anyway, this probably isn't that big of a deal for a lot of people, but it is something that is somewhat culturally significant, because besides Bill Belichick, and that is even scratchy depending on who you're talking to, Nick Saban has been one of the only coaches nationally who has won more than one special thing and has been consistent over the course of their career. A lot of people are consistent for 2 or 3 years and they drop off, but he has been consistent for 17 years now. He won a title at LSU, and then he stayed at Alabama, and he won 6 of them. So, I don't know, man. It's pretty impressive. A lot of people wish they could do something for that long and be that successful at it for that long, because sustaining success is also very difficult, especially when you're someone who's in their upper echelon of age and you're trying to command a bunch of 18-year-olds to do this, and that, and you have to tell them why it's important to do that. But yeah, it's just super cool to see and watch, even if I hated it because it was against my team. I'm glad I got to actually watch him coach a football game when I was in college. Well, I still am, but undergrad to be specific. But yeah, it's cool. Anyway, that's it. Have a wonderful night.